Hello and welcome, guys. Thank you once again for joining me for another Facebook Live. It is indeed a pleasure to be here with you as we're wrapping up our Time to Talk series. Tonight, we're going to end the series on a short discussion. A short discussion on my new book that I've just launched, Time to Talk. Not only that, guys, but tonight we will also be announcing the 3 winners in our Mother's Day giveaway baskets. So we had a lot of people enter several times. We had up to 6 opportunities to get our name in the baskets in the drawing. And some ladies, I must say, 2 of the winners entered several times in the giveaway. So they got their names in there several times. So not only that, we have one grand prize winner, and we'll be announcing that shortly, who those winners are. Nevertheless, I know that you have heard that I have launched my second book, Time to Talk, and I am very excited to also say that as of today, it has gone into production to also produce the audio version of that book. So if you haven't already had an opportunity to go to Amazon to check out my new book, or you may even want to check out my first book, Recreating a Better Me, please go to Amazon and do that. You can also look inside the book, and you can look at the chapters, and you can also read a little snippet of what's inside the book. So, hello, dear friend. It's good to have you with me tonight. All right. So, tonight I just wanted to give you a little insight on my book, Time to Talk, that I just released, to let you know a little bit about what the chapters are and kind of the direction that I went with each chapter. Now, this book is not a workbook like my first book, Recreating a Better Me. This book is designed to give you a inside view of my perceptions, my thoughts, kind of the way I think. It also challenges your mindset and your perceptions, and it also educates you. In this book, I provide some valuable resources that you may or may not already know, but just to share with you, to show you how important it is for you to follow up on the resources that I included in this book. So the book, Time to Talk, is valuable on so many levels. And if you've enjoyed its Time to Talk series that we've been doing for the past seven or 8 nights, I think that you will also enjoy the pages of this book. But it's good just to purchase and keep in your library and use it as a tool to find that knowledge that you need in those particular areas, or just kind of give you some insight or a different perception of seeing things. Now, the chapters of Time to Talk are about leadership. Now, when I open the book up talking about leadership, it kind of gives you an overall perception about what leadership is, and then it breaks the different types of leadership down and gives you my perception on what's good in leadership, what needs to be improved in leadership, and some of the challenges that we face when we stand in a position of leadership. So it's a very detailed chapter. It's the way that I open up my book. It's more on a serious side of things, and I also give a lot of my personal opinions about leadership that I have experienced in my 44 years of life. Chapter 2 talks about religion. So it's not esteeming one religion or another, but it does address my issue on how sometimes we can confuse the difference between what is the church, which is this temple, this body that you see before you, and religion. So it just kind of breaks down step by step about what that is and how we can sometimes confuse the two. Chapter 3 talks about homosexuality, and I break it down to discuss what homosexuality is and the issues I think that homosexual individuals have in their personal mental state. I also break down some of the challenges that they face, and I also include a piece to where I want to encourage the LGBTQ community to love themselves and be proud of who they are, and that they matter. Because so often this is one of the populations that we want to discriminate and refuse rights to. But I want to help them attack their issues that they have and bring it to the forefront and make them aware how it affects their perception in interacting with people, and how sometimes it's their perception that creates the barrier between them and their community, and also to show support of just accepting who you are and loving who you are and ways to move forward. Chapter 4 talks about finances. Now, I know that I addressed finances in recreating a better me, but time to talk is not a step-by-step on how you can create your budget and get your finances together. In time to talk, when I address finances, I'm digging in just a little bit deeper. So if you're one of those that haven't already started your transition into, excuse me, guys, a better financial future, then you need to start with the first book, Recreating a Better Me in Finances, and then transition over to Time to Talk so that you understand the resources and how to tackle finances and understand where I'm coming from in finances in the Time to Talk book. Then also we have random thoughts. There's a chapter on random thoughts. Thank you. There's a chapter on random thoughts. And guys, if you wear your feelings on your sleeve, you might want to skip over that chapter. Because when I say random thoughts, I give you my raw thoughts. And some of them are pretty, but some of them are not so pretty. And I don't apologize for any of them. So all I can say is that if you read it, if you get the book and you read this particular chapter about random thoughts, I have gone all in about what I think. And it just goes to show you how important it is to protect this mind and what we put in our mind, and how more important it is to have a filter so that we don't just speak what comes to our mind. because we all know those people that don't have that filter or that self-control or that self-discipline. And if they think it's coming through their mouth, and I'm not talking about just kids. Kids do it, but there are some adults that do it as well. So these are thoughts that I shared with you in a small amount of time, and I wrote it on paper, I documented, and I put it in the book. So just to show you how important and how powerful that mind is, you're going to read and be exposed to some of my less desirable thoughts. And these are thoughts that I have that I would probably never say to anybody, but I had to put it in a book in order to impress upon you how important it is to protect your mind in those thoughts. Then there is a section on forgiveness, and we talked a little bit about forgiveness in our Facebook Lives, and forgiveness is something that we struggle with sometimes, most in life. A lot of times we can get through processing the thoughts, we can get through the finances, we can deal with being hurt in leadership and all this other stuff. But when it comes to forgiving others, this is where a lot of us get stuck. So I did want to bring it back up so that hopefully if you read Recreating a Better Me and you worked through the workbook in the section on forgiveness, you will be ready to face how powerful forgiving is and how to move forward in your life if you're stuck in this area. Also, another chapter, I talk about parenting. I talk about the different parenting styles and the challenges that we parents face in this new generation. So we know that if we're parents, whether we have small children at home or whether we're parenting adult children, whatever the situation is, wherever you find yourself, I wanted to encourage parents at this time. But also here is where I included some resources that are going to be very valuable to you parents. So if you're a parent out there that are sitting watching me tonight, or if you're listening to me on the replay from SoundCloud or YouTube, you're going to want to get this book, if nothing else, but for this chapter on parenting. Very valuable resources, and it will help you moving forward. I talk about life and death, and in this section I share the intimate details that I experienced with my dad, whom I lost at the beginning of this year. I share with you some of the very intimate details that I experienced with caring for a parent that's sick and dying, and also some of the things we need to set in place moving forward in the event that we also cross that bridge, so that our families that we leave behind are left with a sense of security and also able to grieve without the unnecessary distractions from business that was not tended to because we didn't know. So this is also a valuable chapter for you guys. It's going to be good for you just preparing what you need to do moving forward to ensure that the rest of your life you're taken care of. And not only that, that in the event that we also pass, that our family is left knowing what to do and how moving forward. I included chapter 9 about business, and this will give you step-by-step information on how to initiate a business, start your business. It gives you business ideas and also step-by-step on how to implement that business, make it legit, and expand an existing business. How to think creative and think outside the box so that you can make your business profitable and successful on any level. And last but not least, chapter 10, I talk about education. Now, this is for anybody who is of school age. It is a good parental resource. Not only that, it's a good resource for your child. If you have a child from 6th grade on up through high school and college, the resources that I put in this chapter 10 on education, is going to be very valuable to you and your family to help set you up and get you prepared for completing your education and also advancing your education. So anything from per grade level, what you need to be doing to prepare for higher education, where you can find funding, the different organizations and resources that you need to tackle along the way, and how to also financially prepare for college for those students who want to attend college. This is a valuable resource for you. So I put it in this book for that purpose, so that if you never reach out to anybody or attend a workshop, you have something in your home library that would give you valuable resources and information that you need, that you can take these steps on your own to achieve what you need to achieve for you and your student as far as education is concerned. So I didn't leave anything out. I think I got it all in there. And like I said, for those of you who would like an audio version so that you can play it over and over and hear it rather than sit and read, that is in production as we speak, and hopefully that project will be complete by the end of May. So I hope also to get that audio version complete. So now for the winners of our Mother's Day giveaway. Yeah! I want to thank you all for participating in that. And we had 3 winners. And the winner of and those baskets are all the way across over there. Give me just a second. All right. My husband Leonard picked the names just about 20-30 minutes ago. And the winner of the basket theme Time for Lemonade, which is this yellow basket right here. The winner of this lovely basket is Miss Karen Warwick. So Karen Warwick, you are again a winner here on our Facebook Live. So congratulations to you. Also, our second winner is the theme She Slayed. The theme She Slayed. Our winner is Miss Connie Phillips. So Miss Connie Phillips, I will get this mailed to you. I will get your information and get it mailed to you. All right, guys. And last but not least, the grand prize For diamonds are a girl's best friend. And I do mean there are diamonds in this basket, guys. And they are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The winner of this basket is Miss Rita Plummer. So Rita Plummer, you are our grand prize winner, winning that basket for Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. Congratulations to all you women and mothers out there, and thank you all for joining me tonight. I will see you again tomorrow night on another edition of Facebook Live. Have a good night, everybody.